What is Twitch pushing me now? Get credit when you share a viral clip. I will not do that again. Never show me this. I do not want cred. I want money.
How do you know if it's viral or not?
I don't. I want two things: money and a sub. My standards are
Money,
low.
please.
Money, please. Very, very low standards. All right, we're live. We're good. Stop telling me my mic is unmuted and has no signal. I just have a good noise gate. All right, everybody, welcome back to Arctis. I totally did not write a recap today because I have been busy working on Arctis. So, recap. Demons. So many demons have somehow gotten into Maginox and are attempting to take over the Audacity in order to reach the creamy, gooey center inside. The creamy, gooey center being the Abishai trapped in the Borean Shard inside your airship. Alongside the interrupted Ascendant, Lucaris Winterheart, the two have been battling for what seems to be ages and 6 Arctis seasons, powering your airship with their chaotic horrors. Since then, you have used the airship and the power of Lucaris and the Abishai to travel across Arctis, to go through ley lines, across the plains. Now you have finally found a way to free Lucaris, to separate their two resonant essences from each other, correctly identify them, and then blast a hole in the red Abishai. Thanks to Grabella's past and her grandfather's understanding on resonance, he has built you a magical horn, which will allow you to identify resonance, basically the fingerprint of the soul, and allow you to separate Lucaris and the Abishai forever. But upon returning to Maginox, where your airship lay, there was a problem. The aforementioned demons, who were attempting to get to your airship in order to extract the Abishai before you could free Lucaris and the Abishai themselves. Or you did not want to destroy the demigod inside. He was a friend, and also a guardian of Arctis, and destroying him could have unforeseen consequences. And so, for 3 sessions, you have battled demons, and alongside your friends, finally got to the Balor, where you have thoroughly dispatched him, saved your airship and all of your friends in the process, and were able to leave on the Audacity safely. While you were on the Audacity, armed with at least 200 bars of Fyronian brass, able to encapsulate magic within and repel it, the artificers and Rain were able to cleverly devise some new artifacts, ones that would contain the Abishai's essence that the curator so desperately wants. Now, with new power sources built out of Fyronian brass, you have placed the Abishai's essences inside, though they will not continue to resonate with each other, and are now potentially using that as a new power source. The rage and essence of Tiamat seethes within. Here, in a magical temple built by Rain, or excuse me, I shouldn't say built, I should say magically appearing by Rain's wish, you placed the crystal. And Grabella, giving it a mighty blow of said horn, were able to bark, 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 bark. Who's barking?
Bark at the moon.
Bark at the moon. Is it me? Oomph is barking. Anyway, I think my neighbor's dog is barking. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I
I'm
can't
like,
hear it, so it's gotta be you.
Ooh, my noise gate.
If the
Anyway.
barking is coming from me, someone please tell me. Because that would
Wangdoodle,
most likely
stop
be
barking.
Kerberos, as I have no dogs.
I was like, huh?
The
Excuse
barking
me.
was coming from inside the house.
As Grabella placed her lips to the horn and gave it a mighty blow, Lucaris and the Red Abishai appeared out of the crystal as two separate entities. Lucaris, thoroughly weakened by what seemed to be years of imprisonment, was in fact 3 years of Arctis playtime.
He's only
Abishai.
actually been in prison for like 2.5 months.
Yeah, it's been significantly shorter, but at least this game has been going for a while. The Abishai, one of Tiamat's minions, finally before you. Now, flanked by your friends, and super hella juiced up in the process, you've dispatched the Abishai with minimal consequences. And as the essence of the Abishai crystallized and fell out of his body, Wangdoodle scooped him up in his little brass, bank tube? Is that what we're calling it? The elemental bank tube?
Yeah, the little that teller capsule, that nice little drive-through thing.
As somebody who spent most of his young adult years working in a bank drive-through lane in a multi-story bank facility, sending pneumatic tubes up, down, every which way, this is triggering for me.
As Rain deals with her trauma, Wangdoodle and his pneumatic tube have scooped up the Abishai essence. Now, your party has the essence of the Red Abishai, essence of a Black Abishai. But 3 essences remain, one for each of Tiamat's heads. And together, you hope to both foil the Curator, Tiamat's plans to potentially escape, and stop the Slow. You have reached a major game milestone, and you have all received inspiration, which you all conveniently forget to use very often. But don't forget to spend it. We will now re-begin, as you are all in the magical artificer temple that Rain has built with a wish. The Borean shard that powers your ship is shattered, leaving only crystalline shards on the ground. Abishai is in a tube, currently in Wangdoodle's hands. Wangdoodle, you can feel it thrumming with malign energy. But you have 2 very powerful, very evil power sources in your hands. Just devilish energizer batteries, powered by the pure hatred of Tiamat herself. What do you all do?
Wangdoodle will hold the capsule with 2 hands over his head and start doing the I got a jar of dirt dance.
He does a little wiggle. No Abishai will escape today. Now all you need to do is hook those back up to your airship, and you have an evil-powered airship.
It was already partially powered by... Well, I'm not going to talk about evil. Evil is, again, kind of putting an ethical spin on things. Counter to what our objectives were. I will agree it was counterforce to what we would want to have happen. Doesn't, necessarily make it... Nope, another time. Anyway. Yes, hatred did power the ship. There's no argument to that. I will defend that decision.
Unless anyone wishes to disagree with Wangdoodle, you might have a hate-powered airship.
Can we slap some kind of filter in there, maybe? Maybe like some kind of distilling loop?
Yeah, we absolutely could. Did you want to, replace the gear oils with just liquid spite?
Let's just make sure we're using the purest hate possible to power this thing.
Hey!
The purer the rancor, the more viscosity. It helps you, especially in those colder temperatures.
Ah, yes. WD hatred.
mean, I guess energy is energy to some extent. So, sure.
If you want to clean it up, I think we got. I think Esther just finished working on a filter that makes the exhaust gas smell like peppermint.
Oh. Well, peppermint can't be evil.
Absolutely not.
Or can it? Wong!
What did that 1 in 10 dentists know?
Like, there's an element in me that just wants to just plug it in, and then it just becomes like the Hexus musical number with Tim Curry in the middle of our airship.
Ooh, toxic love.
Ooh, it's toxic love.
I don't think you're gonna pass the emissions test if you hook that up to the airship, but I mean, you do own the city.
I mean, we
But
were
they
spitting
can't be
out evil anyway already. We were just cutting it with paladinness.
And I think it's time to actually go pure. I think now we have enough availability of the product that, you know, it's a more financially responsible decision to just go pure.
We're switching back from unleaded to leaded.
Ooh. Gonna be rolling slow across Arctis. These emissions are crazy. The ozone layer, which is literally the Ascendant, you just bore a hole in it. We're going up, boys. Straight up. Through the atmosphere, into the Ascended, and then into the cosmos beyond. Let's go.
We have enough hatred, we could technically start building a warp drive. You want a spell jammer? We can spell jammer.
Collect 5 Abishai essences and find out. And maybe Rain will get the Spelljammer ship that she's always wanted.
With 5 easy sources of Abishai, you too can have a spell jammer.
Easy.
No purchase necessary.
Void where prohibited. Alright, lads and lasses. What do you do next? You have... well, some things you have to do. Also, there are some things to discuss. There are still 3 Abishai out there. And you have 2 leads on a couple of them.
We do?
You.
I know we have leads on shit fucking up the elementals. Are we suggesting that there's an Abishai involved with the other genies? Is that what we're saying?
Arctis crew remembering plot threads 2025 challenge. Impossible.
Literally impossible.
I remember genie plot threads. I don't recall them being directly linked to an Abishai at any point. Although the Abishai do just sort of kind of show up whenever we go to something important. So I guess that's maybe there was subtext there that we should have just absorbed.
So your current leads on bad things happening. One, the last you heard, the last you discovered from Sita Shardheart, that she was writing a manifest, that she was selling a large amount of obsidian Borean shards infused with power from the 9 hells to a pride of Rakshasa. This might not be very terrifying for those who do not know what a Rakshasa is, but for most of you, it's just seems to be a bad trade. And these Rakshasa are taking the obsidian shards to Fyronia. The other thing that you've heard, at least from Azrael's tea party, is that there's some stuff going down in the elemental plane of air. The Maw of Winds, which powers weather all across the plains, seems to be dissipating. And these Jinn, the genies of air, have become much more reclusive as of late, and are worried that the Maw of Winds slowly powering down that omen. As the fire genie had told you, these Jinn, the air genies, value prophecy and the spoken word above all things. But also, being earthbound and unable to fly was probably going to be a very bad and ominous thing for the air genie. Now, it seems like one of those things is happening, is a much bigger concern much sooner, which is the Rakshasa. And if those nasty things are heading to Fyronia for unknown reasons, it might be good to investigate.
And the third thing we had was some MacGuffin missing from the whatever N genies.
Yes, the
water
Merid.
dudes?
The water
Yeah,
genies
the N. Yeah.
who were in control of the general emotional feel of the city of Brass, used a orb or pearl that they kept within the city of Brass in order to keep an eye on the emotional pulse of the city. The Merid were very important when it came to keeping the populace happy, as that is very important in a city that relies entirely on trade. Something happened to their monitoring pearl, but the fire genie did not give you a lot of detail on that. Plus, you don't have any real close relationships with any of the water genies, and nor you're not really sure where in the plane of water you are going to find them. But they too are critical in returning to the city of Brass and then reopening that portal to them.
So we have 3 major main story quests to pick up, and we are missing 3 Abishai essences. Suspicious.
Well, guess we'll go drinking in Kozlo's den for 3 sessions.
Hooray!
Oh, yeah.
Hooray!
Every time we get back to Kozlo's den, it's like, city's under attack. Oh wait, super emergent dungeon crawl. Gotta go hop in it. We've never got to just sit and drink in Kozlo's den for a while. It's been a minute.
No, heroes don't get the chance to relax. Sorry.
That's horseshit.
All right, listen.
What do you think this is,
may
a social
not have had
episode?
A chance to sit and relax and drink all session. However,
Wangdoodle just makes the time. I don't know why you guys aren't just doing this. Everybody pile in the bag of holding.
Who's carrying it though?
DM, let's progress the story. No, we're staying at home drinking tonight. We're not doing it.
You can also stay at home and drink all night. That's totally fine. But at least your main story progression, one is more imminent. One is kind of imminent, and one you don't have full information about. You just know Marids are missing their feelings pearl, the last one.
So, the Fyronians are looking for a brass army, which was all like poison based back in the day with the mummies. We need a green dragon, Abishai. Seems like there's some fit there. And then the air genies have some issues going on. We also still need a blue dragon, Abishai, that are storm related. And we need a white dragon, Abishai, which is all like water and frost. I guess, this makes sense, guys. I hate to say it.
That's a lot of allegations that have just been brought forth.
What do you
That's
what
a
do you mean
bold
by that?
strategy, Cotton. See if it pays off for him.
Yep, this checks out. Yep.
Holy shit, he figured it out.
God damn it.
I guess in terms of total crisis, not having any more wind would kind of be catastrophic on several levels.
Yes, but also having a brass army at our doorstep would be also really, really bad.
But don't we also have a brass army?
We do.
It's in your doorstep.
Yes, but
Welcome.
having one to fight against us seems really bad, especially when controlled by a bunch of fucking demons.
But our brass army is different than theirs, so it's super effective.
Do you have any actual data to back that statement up with?
I was gonna say, we've only used the cool scorpion things and the weaving spiders. We've never powered up the army.
You have a spider that makes clothes and some scorpions that spew out poison.
See, so I was going to be like, now I know it here, he's going to point to his heart, and I know it here, he's going to point to his head.
Okay, Ash Ketchum.
Believe in the you that believes in me! Believe it!
That means he's in charge of the rest of us if we're all the different Pokemon.
Just because their brass army has a talking cat doesn't mean that we can't beat them.
Oh, that's what we need, a talking cat.
Oh god, the Rakshasa are literally talking cats, guys. Oh my god,
Rakshasa, Team Rocket, we figured it out.
holy fuck. How did you figure it out? Mods,
Look,
play the
Rocket
Pokemon
uses-
If
game.
you put a Jesse and James type of characters for us to fight, I'm gonna have a hard time fighting them, but I will love it.
The Rakshasas just talk like Jesse and James.
Team Rakshasa blasting off at the speed of light.
And instead of a Meowth, they just have a small gnome with them.
Or one of the
Me, that's right. What am I
cat
doing
people we were talking about earlier. Yeah. I ship this.
Oh
Let it happen.
no!
here? Me checking names to make sure I just name them as Pokemon reference. Don't sue me, Nintendo.
However,
Oh no! A new feature calls
Jessius
Some
and
feature in the next game.
Jamathy would be perfect names.
no one's gonna take my serious campaign seriously if I have Jessimus and Jamathy as my
I will
Rakshasa
take
villains.
it. I will
Wait.
take it.
Plugs it in.
Are,
They'll
are we
never
not-
suspect.
Are we not taking it serious?
Excuse you guys. Call him by his parent given name. His name is Jonathan.
Jonathan?
Oh my god.
I accept this.
The Rakshasa Pride, they're all just named Meowth. Just Meowth. No.
I personally lean towards going after this brass army. We have a pretty strong lead, and that seems very timely. We don't know what they'll do with it if they get to it before we get there.
Oh.
I feel like the genies operate on like cosmic timescales, and we probably have a little bit more wiggle room there. Also, don't have a really good way to actually get to the plane of water.
Meanwhile, Wangdoodle still wiggling the pneumatic tubes around.
Oh no, wait. The Efreet gave Rain a bracelet, I think, actually to get to the plane of air, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we do actually have a way to get to the plane of air. I forgot about that.
It's just getting to the plane of the exact place of the plane of water you need to be, you do not have yet.
Sure. Okay.
We have
Also, if we go to the Brass Army, we just get +1 Brass Army.
Yeah, if that's the way you want to go with it, sure. I mean, realistically, if we did lose the winds like tonight, we really wouldn't see the mass environmental impact for it for at least a year. More than likely 2 once you count biennials and perennials. But I mean, once
Also,
that
you know,
happens,
like,
it
I'm
happens.
not sure. I haven't really seen any evidence of this climate change we're talking about. I'm gonna need to commission some studies for the next 3 decades before I'm really ready to invest any kind of public funds towards this.
Holy shit, Rain's got full Republican.
You'd be
Get into the
giving
Republican
Esther her
tax
dream
bracket.
job to tell her to go study the, just go study the environment for a while.
We do have an entire school of dirt magicians that we just started. They can go work on the climate change studies for us while we go deal with the Rakshasa.
Meanwhile, the fire mages. Yes. I do believe the planet is heating up. Good. Good.
Good news. It's warmer. Bad news. It's not because of us.
No, we need to reskill all the fire mages, man. Like, their jobs are being taken over by AI. Everything's immune to fire anyway. Like, we just need to reskill those guys.
I don't feel a thing, says the people resistant to fire. Seems fine.
Listen, we set them up with a joint operation with some people from the plane of water, right? Onsens.
Oh, the hot spring episode. You know, we've been talking about
spring.
this since season 1.
We had a brief
hot
one.
spring resort at the
We did.
border. Perfect.
That's what Chandra, sorry, that's my other character.
Charlindra?
Charlindra, I was playing a character briefly called Chandra, which was very confusing.
a little confusing.
A little. That's what she wants to do. That's what she was studying.
Yeah,
She does
Charlindra.
owe me
That's
a
something we
business
want to
plan.
do.
She wants to open a hot spring. She wants to control
We
the
need
lava
to. We
flows.
need to give her a sea swab of some variety for her to be able to function properly.
Please. Pasta,
We
hold
have-
the ball.
We have available real estate still in Maginox that is, currently owned by the state. After its previous occupants were deposed. But we need a business plan. We can't just approve anybody to, come in and set up their cat cafe or whatever.
Margins on that are
Serious
abysmal.
business plans. Okay, so maybe we should actually, I don't know, plug in our evil batteries and see if they keep the ship powered. Because we will need the ship to get to Fyronia, I assume.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, let's go back.
I mean, I don't want to walk there.
Okay. Did we walk into here, or were we just kind of put in here?
Looks around.
I-
How did you get here?
I kind of just made this.
Did you remember to make a door?
No, if you recall, I explicitly did not make a door.
Guys?
Hang on, actually. I think this is how this works. We have 6 levels left. Yeah, we got us. Okay. Ray cast Disintegrate at the temple walls.
Wait, is this gonna work how we think it works, or is this gonna all come crumbling
It
down?
is. This is. It is one of the explicit things that gets rid of the temple. To make the temple go away.
Holy shit, this is overkill. This is like
Well-
nuclear bombing a cockroach nest.
It is explicitly immune to dispel effects and anti-magic effects. And it's not a concentration, so Rain can't just turn it off. Otherwise, we're stuck in here for 24 hours, kids.
Oh god!
So, long rest, then go.
We need another
I mean,
one.
the Audacity's right here. Like, we parked the Audacity in the mountains, and then Rain made the temple next to that, so...
That is true.
Alright.
If you want to hang out in the mostly unfurnished, temple to the stars, that's fine. We can do that. Or we could rest in Rain's extremely posh, very comfortable tower in the Dreaming.
We're also near my cave.
We are also near Corbella's cave.
You want to sleep on my knee? With the smells? And the silk and whatever other random shit I've put in there.
Would Corbella let us sleep on the money? Like Rain has an obvious preference here. That's fine. But I'm just curious if Corbella would let anybody else sleep on her money.
She's let her girlfriend. I'm sure she would let her friends.
I feel like your girlfriend kind of is de facto part of the horde.
She is kind of.
She is, yeah, just a part of it.
I've collected this. You're a part of it now.
Yeah. Not sure
But
I
no,
love
we
the
should
implications of being
should go
allowed
to-
to sleep on the money.
We should go to the Audacity. That would be far more comfortable for everyone. Don't
Or-
listen to Grabella.
Grabella, there is a pile of money in the basement of the Audacity that you can also
Oh.
sleep on.
All right, when my girlfriend's not with me, I'm sleeping there.
All
And then we
right.
have a lovely furnished, excellent room upstairs for
Yeah.
Grabella. Grabella sleeps downstairs in the storage room with the piles of gold and random shit.
I think I got like the weird kink room by accident. so-
Either you or Coslow got the weird king.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty
Who
sure
got-
it was me.
Who got Flix's sex den?
I'm pretty sure it was me.
God.
I think that sexton got used exactly one time. It was designed for Flix and Catherine. Blood. That's what happened. And I
No,
think it got
Cosmo
used
has
exactly
the
once.
plant room because he'd just been sleeping in the plants.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then you definitely got the weird king dungeon.
Yeah,
And that makes
yeah.
sense. You have Charlindra. There you can get some value out of that.
It just says no shaming on the door. No shame. All right, Rain. You unleash a disintegrate towards the wall of the temple. The temple evaporates before your very eyes. And now you all are perched on the precipice of a cold mountainside. The chilly Polaris winds are blowing all around you. You see the Audacity just right below you, as Rain has kind of made this temple on a nice fancy hill, but otherwise there is no trace of the temple around you whatsoever. It is like it has appeared and then disappeared very, very instantly. You all board the Audacity and get ready to plug in your new power source.
Yeah, we gotta try it out, right? And run the tests.
Yep, seems good. All right. Let's go back on the Audacity, shall we? Meanwhile, on the Audacity, the amount of power that has been coursing through the ship, now at a very low rumble. Wangdoodle, in your hands are two very dangerous things. Pneumatic tubes, filled with Abishai essence. Are you going to reconfigure the ship momentarily in order to plug in these new power sources? You had everything hooked up to a singular battery unit, the Borean Shard. How do you reconfigure this so it'll flow through potentially 5 things?
Do we still have brass on the ship?
You do. You have 180 units of brass.
Fantastic. I would like to head down to the central engine room. I would like to grab however many units would be necessary to basically look like something similar to a V8 engine block. Well, more like a V6.
Okay.
With one of the ports plugged, where the capsules would be set in. And this would be used as a way to consolidate the energy and streamline it, neutralize it as much as possible, but basically just mix it all up and get it distributed out into the main power source.
Yeah. Right.
I will use however many casts are as necessary for that, and however much brass is necessary for that.
For the engine, we're going to consider the pneumatic tubes the pistons.
Yes.
And they will plug into a central block. The crystals on the outside of them will allow you to monitor how much energy is being put out at any given time. But otherwise, you have the console. You just really need to build the housing and the casing. I will say, this will use 5 Fyronian brass ingots, 1 for each tube, in order to make the correct amount of wiring and the central unit that houses them all. Wangdoodle, do you have fabricate?
Yes.
Okay. Wangdoodle, I'm going to have you roll an artificer tool here. Since you have a right tool for the job, like you have proficiency in basically everything. Let's use Smith's tool. We will add your proficiency bonus to that. Ah, yes, a 5. Glorious. Plus 6 is your proficiency bonus, which is 11.
Yes.
The rest of your friends, in Coslow, you can also Flash of Genius him if you wish. Wangdoodle, this
I
might...
can Flash of Genius myself.
Ooh. I will allow you to do so.
You also have inspiration.
You also have
Hey.
inspiration.
And you also have that mode of possibility.
You're absolutely right. But I feel like doing the inspiration at this point is kind of... Do I re-roll after adding the bonus? I don't know.
With a 6, plus 5, with a 16. You feel pretty confident you can get this done in, well, with Fabricate, about an hour. Allowing you to twist and hammer the metals into place, making a engine block looking housing that holds 5 pneumatic tubes, their crystals pointing straight up into the air. One moment, please. I'm going to put you back down into the hull of the airship. Excuse me.
Hooray!
Just so we can see where this is happening.
Nothing like a little soldering and a socket wrench to really make your day.
C-swab and
This is perfectly fine. There's no way that, the first pass on this kind of brand new system is, going to go wrong. I've had so much time to theorize.
Well, to be fair, it's the first pass, but you're only plugging in 2 of these things, so you're only going to be at like 2/5 power, so probably actually a good, experiment. As opposed to
that's
throwing
actually a
all
good
5
point.
in.
You know,
That's a good
Wangdoodle,
point.
you got an easy 50-50 shot at getting this right the first try.
Wangdoodle makes a note. Utilize pistons 1 and 4 to counterbalance. Okay, yeah.
Okay. As you all watch with bated breath, Wangdoodle at his workshop table, with Fabricate magic, hammer in hand, he begins to clang away, working feverishly to make housing for your pneumatic tubes. Once he is done, he has made an engine block, but where the pistons would be, there are 5 holes, 1 for each of the tubes. Wangdoodle, what order do you put the tubes in?
So if you're looking down the rows where the pistons would be, closest left would be 1, closest right would be 2, middle left would be 3, middle right would be 4, and then far left would be 5. So we're going to put one of them in slot 1 and the other one in slot 4.
Okay. Which color do you
Front,
put in
left,
slot
middle,
1?
right. Flip a coin. Let's see. Remind the colorblind which ones we have again. Red and...
And black.
Where do I have him at? Where is he? Do I have the red Abishai?
You do.
I do. Oh, yes.
Bottom of your loot.
Okay. Yeah. I got thrown off by the icon for some reason. I couldn't read the name next to it. Just threw me off. Let's put the. I am open to. I'm open to group thought on this one.
What's the group thought on what the order of things you put in?
Where do you think that there's an order or something of where they should go?
Well, they're dragon colors, chromatic dragon colors, so they are technically elementally aspected, right?
Yeah.
So if we make like a color wheel of elements, you would have probably would want things that are like fire and water, or well, yeah, like fire and water and air and earth, probably on opposite sides. So they're balanced, since those are kind of elemental opposites. But what you have right now is acid and fire. Acid probably is as close to earth as any dragon's gonna get, so I would say if you have like 6 and 6, have like
So
your
Like
or sorry,
1,
3 and
2,
3.
4, 5. Yeah. There would be a 6, but we just kept that like just solid. There's just nothing there.
Right, okay. I would say probably I don't know, because dragons don't really perfectly map to like the actual elemental planes either.
This is more just my own lack of knowledge. I'm wondering or guessing, is there like a specific arrangement to Tiamat's heads in terms of color?
I don't know. Grabella's probably the only one who would actually know. I think she's probably the only one who's actually seen Tiamat in like her full form. Rain's only ever seen like a manifestation of her.
Oh goodness. Could be. Yeah. That recollection of that dream was long time ago. Serena's gonna have to help me.
Grabella, roll a history for me.
History. I also have that ability that I hardly ever get to use.
Knowledge of a past life.
Knowledge
You
for
do.
past life. Yeah.
That seems
Forget
weirdly
me.
appropriate here.
Yeah.
Grabella. Just the full plot device.
She's
it's
driving
not
the plot.
I can. I'm gonna display it in chat because it's not letting me.
Yeah, when you make an
Roll it.
ability check that uses a skill, you can roll a d6 immediately after seeing the number on the d20 and add the number to the check.
So.
Roll history.
Which I have a -1. 14's
That's a
not
good
bad.
roll, though.
And roll a d6 for
But-
me.
Not okay. Thought it was gonna be nice. Just let me hit a button. No. 16. That's pretty good for Grabella.
That is pretty good. Grabella, you dig way down into your mind grapes. Just think of what were the colors of the heads in what order? And as you think for a moment, what Rayton and Wangdoodle were saying was basically correct. The heads that are elementally diametrically opposed are on opposite sides. So if the far left head was fire, far right head would be water acid. They would not be next to each other.
So I can just say that they're correct.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you guys basically got it, so.
So maybe if we visualize this as like a pentagram, we just like for the geometry purposes, we just put fire not next to whatever water would be, which is probably white because it's frost. And then we make sure we don't put blue next to black, because blue is kind of storm and wind, and black is acid and earth. So honestly, red and black could probably go next to each other just fine.
Okay. Let's see, do we want to go 1-2? Do we want to go? I mean, I guess 1-2 would be the safest way to go. I mean,
Probably 1-2, because then we can put the green one on, like, so if like red is at the top, like of the pentagram, like we put red there, kind of like it's gonna have two partners, and then we can put green on the other side of it, and then we're pretty shielded from any kind of elemental conflicts. Because air and, like, arguably you could say blue or white, I guess, could have some interactions with the red, so they're both on the opposite poles. That's probably the best way to do it.
Okay.
All right, Wingdoodle. I do place them.
Sorry, I was just contemplating if I should change the central converter block into more of a rotary style instead of a standard V-type. Don't worry about that. That's not for the plan. We're gonna do let's do the 1-2 placement then.
1-2. You plug them in, and the crystals on the top begin to glow with kind of a dim light at first. After a while, the light becomes so bright, so blinding, as these things are channeling their hatred through your ship. Rain, you feel the dreamscape shudder a moment, as if some sort of mental earthquake is happening as the power source changes from something into chaos, pure, unfettered chaos. There are many thoughts, many things now flying past your dreamscape. It reminds you of when your mind is racing too hard. Can't get it to stop. You feel them kind of battering at the edges of sanity. And then it stops. The crystals calm down slightly, understanding that they cannot escape current housing. In the dire presence of Tiamat, that the edges of sanity begin to fade. You just rattled the cage a little, that's all. But the dream is not her domain. You can just hear her pained echoes somewhere very far off. In whatever nightmare Vanix would have owned. It causes you to shudder, just slightly. And you feel comfortable knowing that she is still very much enclosed in the Nine Hells. And you in the dreaming here are far, far away from her influence. As you push back against the chaotic thoughts and keep the dreaming tower, you keep it intact. Nothing falls apart. After that brief rumble, and the brief flash in your head of Tiamat's very angry roars in the back of your mind, everything settles. There is balance. For now. The dreaming thrums into life once again. and you can feel its power coursing through the Audacity. You have all managed to harness the Abishai's power. These little fragments of Tiamat. It makes you dread to even think if you were to put, say, fire essence in you. It might cause you not only to explode into dreamy bits, but to also just go completely mad in the process. The ship thrums to life. You once again have a working airship, powered by rage and chaotic thought. Wangdoodle, you officially have liftoff. Your mad idea has worked. Thanks to Grabella's insight. You feel like the diametrically, elementally opposed heads have that specific order. So knowing this, you should have no issue plugging in the remaining colors in the correct order.
There are two things that Wangdoodle will need to do for leaving this area. One is check the power conduit from the core to the cannon and make sure that the emergency valve has shut off the power distribution right now.
Yeah.
And if there is not an emergency valve, we'll immediately put an emergency valve there. Long story short, I don't know how sentient this energy is. And I don't want them to realize that there is an incredibly powerful cannon on the front of the ship.
Wangdoodle, make me an Arcana check.
You got it. You know what? I feel like this is important. I feel like this is an important role.
It does feel like the disintegration cannon should be air gapped. I agree.
Yeah.
We're gonna inspiration reroll that because I don't like that 8.
Ooh,
That's even worse.
that's even worse.
Well, I owe this to myself at least. I am going to Flash of Genius myself again,
Okay.
just to get back to where I was before the reroll.
All right.
I think when you burn an inspiration, you take whichever one you want.
Oh, if
Let's see.
so, then I'm taking the 19. If not, then I am going to go ahead and get myself right back to where I was.
Usually there's like rules that specifically state like you have to take the new roll if you re-roll.
Yeah,
But I think
That and
inspiration just
also-
works like advantage.
yeah.
It is advantage. It is advantage, though.
Oh, it's advantage. All right, cool. It's still the 19. All right. By Flash of Genius to make it higher. Yes, I'll still use the Flash of Genius to bump that up.
There, Wangdoodle. Not only with a 24 do you install the failsafe so your ship does not turn into some Tiamat-coded dream dragon ship flying across the cosmos, but your disintegration cannon also can now belch out a specific element of energy based on what you have plugged into the ship. Right now, your disintegration cannon can be fire belching or acid belching.
Yeah.
And you can choose. This also goes for all the other smaller cannons on your ship.
We are a flying fortress of war crimes. I've done it.
Shit.
Yes!
We're just the bad guys from Winter Soldier.
Speaking of
No!
technological upgrades, we should also follow up with Esther and see if she was able to salvage that vampirate ship that we just discussed last time
True.
to get us our cloaking device.
Oh yeah, also the very strong smell of peppermint begins to waft through the entire ship.
What?
Which we've established is not evil. It's canon. Peppermint
As long
means
as
it's
it's
good.
As long as it's not lavender. It's like I can't do lavender.
Napalm acid and the scent of peppermint. We are absolutely anathema to anything right now.
All right, Wang Doodle.
Oh, I'm so proud.
Good job.
The other thing is, Rain, you brought up a good point, and Wang Doodle will actually start looking at that one piston block he left solid. Start measuring and doing initial drawings to make a distiller unit with the express purpose of basically condensing down some of the energy into a manageable, save for better, lack of better term, liquid form. And I'll just be honest about what the plan is for this. I want to take the Tiamat essence that, if it can be distilled, distill it down and test it with the slow to see what happens.
Liquid evil.
Liquid evil. Just like what has gotten you into this situation in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. It's just liquid ode to Tiamat. That's all it is. Which was, to some degree, critical in the creation of the slow. If it can even stabilize.
Okay. The last block you reserve for potentially distilling all of your various elements into some ode to Tiamat. Might not be her venom exactly, but given more Abishai essences, you might get pretty close. This might be the next step you need in order to create an antidote. The slow.
Just no one go into the lab, no one ask about experiments. You just want plausible deniability. Bad things are going to happen in there. You don't want to be part of it. Just don't go in the lab.
More
now
peppermint.
I go in the lab.
More peppermint wafts through the ship.
Rain has been assured that peppermint is the smell of good, so...
Yeah. Also, no one tell Morris that there is a lab. Just no one tell him.
Morris has to maintain this space.
No. Lab will be 100% my responsibility. Do not let Morris know it's there. Esther has already seen the plans. Esther knows. But do not let Morris even know that there's a lab.
So, who's going to maintain the energy outputs of the engines then while you're not here?
I'll be right back.
Oh, no. I mean, a floating lab.
Our floating lab. We have a floating lab.
As soon as you give us the okay, yeah.
We're gonna get stuck in another 6-session adventure somewhere and come back, and this whole thing's just gonna be a mess.
Where would we put the floating lab? Do you want a demi-plane? Is that what you're asking for?
Well, it's a floating lab, so probably up.
God damn it, Kelsey.
Hold on, wait, hang on. I want to check out something in my spell list.
Rain just whips up in the dreamscape, just floating off in the distance from the tower. Literally just tables and chairs and lab equipment, but dangling from balloons. So you have to hop from table to table to do your experiments.
Yeah, like that, but a lab.
Hold on.
That is the lab. You just
Hold on.
have to go from balloon to balloon.
Would you say there's 99 Luft balloons?
There
Oh
probably
my
is at least, at minimum.
How many? All right, everybody. You've established the Abishai essences in the airship, creating a new power source, as well as a new option for your airship cannons. You now have a glorious disintegration beam at the front that can fire both incredible firepower, devastating acid. What's your next step? You fly this bitch to Fyronia?
No sleep till the desert.
Do we want to stay a day or two in Maginox and make sure things are cleaned up? I don't know if there's anything else you want to do there. Feel
I
like we
think
probably should
checking
go
on
shopping.
everybody at the least would be good.
Yeah, maybe do some shopping. I know we've got
A
quite
little
bit of
shopping would be
gold.
nice.
Yeah. Not anywhere near enough wandering merchants in dungeons in this world.
You say as your bags are laden with loot.
All my bags are packed. I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
I guess we
wanna
fly
have-
back into Maginox.
Yeah, if we have a day of downtime, that'll allow me to get some more prep and work done.
Okay.
Like, since, you know, if we're going to go visit people, I don't think I'm going to need this. I'm going to touch my Ring of Spell Storing, and I'm going to cast Wall of Force to store that in the ring.
Ooh. Hey. All of force.
So that will burn that off of, that'll burn my spell slot for now, because I did have to cast it. But that is now stored in that ring to be used at some point in the future.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Anything else before we head back into Maginox?
Bella would check on Charlindra.
Seaswab would like to do a little shopping.
Little shop arena?
Yeah.
We would like to construct the thing that we've discussed. If we're burning a couple days here before we take off again.
Just one?
Let's do one for starters, because I think folks are limited on their attunements anyway. So we'll do one and just test it out.
That's good.
And then if everybody else gets jealous, then there's theoretically nothing keeping Brain from making more on the trip, I suppose.
All right, let's do a little shopping, shall we?
Shopping!
Yeah.
Shopping!
I almost put Rain as a dragon in the middle of the shop. Probably not great.
Or
This is the unpaid intern's favorite part of the trip.
You cruise back to Maginox, land at the airship port. The first thing you do? Spend some of your hard-earned gold. Let's see. Maginox is in one piece. He swapped directly to the potion geist. Welcome, they say in a echoey voice. Screaming Scrolls greets you as usual, Rain. Ah, welcome to Screaming Scrolls!
Hello!
Lots of new things in today! Seaswab, the potion geist, has a significant amount of things on him. Oils that will make you ethereal. Potions that will allow you to fly. Or even ones that'll make you as strong as a frost giant. He hawks everything at you, but most assuredly your eyes are probably on those healing potions.
Yes.
They aren't cheap, but they'll do the job. What can I get for you today, young adventurer? Potions that'll allow you to breathe water. I hear that is inconvenient for those still alive. Nothing to say, good man, or just thinking about your purchase?
They all look so good. I'm just, seeing what you got here.
Please ask me any questions about my wares.
It's your lucky day because I'm here to spend money.
Never. I am here to facilitate your purchases. Meanwhile, down at Screaming Scrolls. Would you like to buy a scroll that allows you to transport yourself through a toadstool ring? Very fancy.
Yeah, I think I got that last time. Thank you, though.
Ah, of course, of course. How could I possibly forget? Our resident magi from the chorus have scribed me a scroll that will allow you to spray magma. This is interesting.
It's not really my brand, no.
I assure you it is scribed with the finest of Fakaran hands.
Yeah, but kind of saw firsthand how useful that is.
She
Well,
looks
you were
confused.
just attacked by demons.
Ah, demon. Glorious. Then perhaps a scroll of enemies abound. Allow you to detect certain enemies, distinguish friend from foe.
That is interesting. I might come back, though.
Of course, take your time, no pressure.
These tables blocking me from going around and actually clicking on dudes.
I could push them up a little bit. Let me just climb on the table here. Yes, please, take a look at our wares. We have the finest armor in all of Maginox, even those that'll allow you to converse with the spirits residing here. Tell me, would you like this plate armor of ethereals? It'll allow you to converse with the dearly departed, whether they are here or there.
I don't think I can wear it, right?
You cannot. It is plate mail.
Yeah.
You really gotta get some, like, lighter, medium armor that I can wear that's really nice.
How many pieces of it have to stay on for it to still have the effect?
All of it. If you lose an arm, of course, that can be hand-waved. Chuckles dryly at his own joke.
I do think I'm gonna sell him my the long sword I have.
Oh, sorry, Grabella, I tried.
Yeah. I don't really need the water one. It's kind of cool, but
No use in armor that allows you to breathe underwater. You'd like a more temporary approach, my friend the Potion Geist has a potion that will allow your friends that breathe to do so.
yeah.
I think I actually sold him that too. I just sold the blade to him. I do have that scimitar from crazy obsidian lady, but I'm kind of thinking at some point I should make our artificers do something cool with that. I don't know. Hold on to it.
That longsword is worth so much money.
Yeah. It's not telling me how much the scimitar is. It just says it's very rare and free if I sell it.
I don't believe it has a price, so you might have to haggle with it.
Yeah.
Wait, what sword is this exactly?
Is this the one that cuts off limbs on a coin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here, I'll put it in chat because I don't think Wang Doodle was around for that fight.
Good.
It's pretty dang good. It's very tempting. The soul hook is also very good. So I don't know. If I could attune to 2 weapons and still keep my gloves that I've had for bajillion years and my shield, I would, but I can't. So I've had these gloves forever.
You have, yeah.
pretty long time.
You could combine weapons.
Yeah.
Is that a weapon I could learn a magic item plan for?
I don't.
Could I study that sword and make it a magic item plan?
That is a good question. Let me look at your magic item plans here.
That's a very good. Where would I even see those? Because I don't think I've updated them since we started.
Let's see. So you got replicate magic item.
Yeah, that's the whole. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
The whole. So let me see if you can replicate that sword.
I know the replicate when we were looking at the artificer rule changes with the 2 cannons. They changed it. They changed the replicate from how it is in the core.
Interesting. How did they change it?
It was. God, this is where I really wish I had that PDF ready to go.
We do have it. It's in the journal entries.
It's in the journal.
Be in player handouts, Artificer 2024.
Ah, beautiful. Okay.
You just click load PDF. You cannot replicate that sword. It is very rare.
I figured that was going to be the case, but I was like, hey, listen, we've had this sword around for a while.
It's one of my newer items.
This?
Does anybody want this ring or have an attunement slot that would want this before I sell it?
Ring?
It's the Ring of Protection. It gives you a +1 to armor class and saving throws.
It sounds like a C-swab ring.
It does.
It does sound like a C-swab ring. Does C-swab have attunement slots available, though?
I do not.
Yeah, that is the question.
I do not.
Yeah.
I am tuned out right now.
Tuned out.
Can't remember. Should probably sell it to this guy.
And I believe you will get
It'd be good.
50% of its value. I think that's
It could be worth
4K.
hanging onto unless you actually need the gold for something, because you might be able to combine it with something later with a Borean or with a resonant gem that we get.
That is true.
I sold it for now. I would probably smash weapons together more than
Well,
anything,
somebody else
if
might want
possible.
it then. I don't know.
Yeah.
What if we were able to combine the ogre gauntlets and the soul hook and basically have it like chain is anchored into like the forearm segment of the gauntlet?
Then I would probably attune to the scimitar as well.
Let me look.
Would be combined.
Yeah.
The soul hook is legendary and cannot be combined.
Yeah. It would.
Okay,
have to
what
be
if we
something else.
what if we, in the other gauntlet, fused it together with the sword?
That's an option.
That is possible.
If we have resonant gems, I don't know does anybody have resonant gems?
I have never got one, so.
No, I do not.
I mean, I used mine to make my murder glass.
Yeah,
Right.
which was valid.
I think we used all the ones that I had just before.
Did we have any in the stash, Christina?
Since they're person specific, there should not be any in the stash.
Okay. I thought you said something about there being a resonant gem in the stash, and I was like, I don't know why that would be there, but like last time you reeked stuff off.
Let me look at the trip. Should not be a resident gem in there. If it is, it's probably aspected towards somebody, but let me do. Ba-doo. Right, yes. Continue on your shopping sprees, please. Do not wait for me.
I was gonna buy some of these potions.
Yeah.
Wangdoodle, what do you have for cash on hand right now?
Oh, like absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Oh no, I've got what, like
nothing.
795 gold. I mean,
Rain is gonna give
I-
you
I-
5,000 gold since you've missed out on like a bunch of paydays.
I mean, is there anything that I really need?
Well, I don't know. Do you need potions? There's always potions and things. But yeah, so Rain just hands you a sack of 5,000 gold. So add it to your thing. I'll deduct it from mine.
He just draws his wand out that has the EpiPen needle on the bottom to remind. It's like, this is just loaded with level 3. Like, oh, is it cure wounds?
Sorry, were you complaining about being an unpaid intern when we came in here, and now you're complaining about getting paid? Is that what's going on right now? Because I'll take the money back.
There is one resident gem in the stash.
I thought you said that last time, but I thought that was weird. So somebody put their resident gem in there at some point. Because I don't think it's one of Rain's.
And it's not tagged with anyone, so I will just say that is a free-for-all.
If there's something compelling, I would say that somebody wants to do with a resonant gem, like combines shit. Like, I would say, like, just fucking somebody should take it and do it.
Alright, so Grabella, do you want the sword in one hand? Or do you want us to like break it up and be like a blade on each hand, like on each gauntlet? And if so, do you want it Protoss Zealot style or Assassin's Creed style?
Dealer's choice.
I mean, it's yours. I want to make sure it fits with you. But I had a feeling that, like, hey, if you could punch something and have a sword there as well, you might enjoy it.
Yes.
Now, Wangdoodle, if you do wish to do that, Grabella, if you are wielding that particular giant strength sword of sharpness, then you would not be able to use the soul hook.
Well, no, we're gonna. That's what the combination was going to be, was the sword and the gloves.
But she wouldn't be able to wield a sword while using sword gloves.
Here's a dumb thing to say maybe, but aren't they both like one-handed weapons?
They are.
Like, I think a scimitar is even like a light weapon, I think, if I remember correctly. So like they're both
So
pretty
one-handed-
small. Would
one-handed
you want to
weapon.
combine one of those with a big weapon?
I don't.
Because I did just unload a +3 great axe that I think I grabbed from one of the statues. That we could slap that and make a big scimitar.
You could take the because You would have to make a choice, essentially. Do you slap the giant's strength affix onto the sword of sharpness, and then you would wield the sword and get strength while you are wielding the sword? Or would you slap the of sharpness onto your gloves, and then potentially get the of sharpness while you are wearing the gloves?
Oh, that's interesting.
That sounds much better.
Yeah.
And
I was
And
wondering,
you
like,
can
is
use
the
we're also
sharpness
trying to save an attunement slot.
So it would just add, essentially, it would be gloves of ogre strength, and of sharpness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sharp ogre gloves of strength. Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that. So anytime you would, let me just double check Grabella's of sharpness thing.
Yeah, I linked
Just
all
curious.
of them recently if I need to relink it later.
While wearing the gauntlets of sharp ogre strength,
You would get more slashing
would
damage,
also-
and then you would have it, if you roll 2 d20s in a row, you lop off a limb.
Yeah.
so that would also apply to like grapple checks, wouldn't it?
If you are grappling and roll 2 d20s on your grapple check, you would probably just grapple that person in half. Just
So that's like, would that be like, that's like getting grabbed by like a gorilla and just torn in half?
yeah,
It's a
essentially.
Wookiee. We're just making Grabella a Wookiee.
Ah!
It's entirely up to you, Grabella.
I'm down for it. Because that would save me an attunement slot. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It would just it means I wouldn't. There's a fourth thing that I would like to be attuned to that I can't. So if we add that to the gloves, that works out.
The soul hook. What damage does that do?
The soul hook is it's gonna be hard to beat that. It's
I know. I'm asking like if it does it do slashing damage at all.
It does. Let me just check. It's piercing damage.
yeah,
Oh,
piercing.
it's piercing. Okay. Well, that's a darn shame that it doesn't do slashing and then get a bonus.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do the ogre of sharpness gauntlets of strength.
Okay. I will cook those up. Combine Grabella's ogre gauntlets with scimitar of sharpness.
I think that was like one of the first prizes I got.
It was very early on in the game.
Super early. Yeah.
So, Grabella, for now, I will consider your gloves whenever you roll 2 d20s in a row. You will lop off a limb. Also, your soul hook will gain a small amount of additional damage.
Okay. Nice.
In addition, you can speak a command word and cause your gloves to shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for another 10 feet.
I'll probably never remember that, but it's good to know.
So for right now, just for the sake of combat, I'm going to edit your soul hook. So it will do 2d8 plus... Actually, I shouldn't
is
do
it a
that,
free
just-
action or a bonus action to activate the light gauntlets?
It does not say, so I will say it's a free action.
So you could literally turn the gauntlets on and punch someone with the sun.
It's 10 foot bright, 10 foot dim. And
It's
then
more like punching somebody with a flashlight. Calm down.
those things
No,
hurt,
because-
man.
no, remember, it's of slashing and the fire giant strength, everything else that gets added on to everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, I mean, at that point, if it's Grabella punching somebody, it's like somebody getting punched with a fucking meteor anyway.
Yeah.
I just had a thought of
Yeah.
like Arctis on a road trip and Grabella like punches someone's arm off because of just doing punch buggy down the highway and just having fun, just not even meaning to, just double twice.
So resonant sapphire plus what horrible, let's see, sharpness, resonant sapphire, and let's see, let me look at your Borean shard inventory, Grabella.
Don't worry, there's
you
no way this
don't
could
have
be.
I'm pretty sure I gave all of mine away. For
Don't
something we
forget
were
the
working
very
on.
first combination I did, which is currently protecting the maze.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the stash. We have some. We'll say this is gonna take a the large rainbow shard.
Yeah, it's gay.
It's sapphic.
When I punch with the light, can it be a rainbow?
Boom. Yeah, you can make that. I will make it so that light you turn on will be beautiful
Hell yeah.
rainbow colors.
Fuck yeah.
Blinded by the light.
All right, that's that. I put it in treasure chest. That's gonna be the recipe needed. So Rain, you can take that large rainbow shard out of the stash. We'll call these the sapphic smashers. I will cook these up later. But for now, we'll just remember 2d20s is lop off a limb, extremely gay, and then another little bit of damage.
Wondrous.
It's just very, very close to
They're beautiful.
to be crime, do gay, fight God.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right. That is all for your resonant gems. There will be no more in that stash. As for your shopping, has everyone picked up the potions and scrolls you wish to have for your next adventure?
Yes.
Wang Doodle and Sea Swab, how you doing on your shopping?
Seaswab has completed his shopping.
All right,
Fuck
if you've
potion.
completed your shopping, go ahead and go towards the front door.
Yeah, and
Hey, Doodle,
that
you
should be
took that
fine.
5,000 gold, right?
I did.
You did?
Did you trade him 5,000 gold?
Well, there's not like a way to trade gold, so I just removed 5,000 from mine, so you should add 5,000 to yours.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah, totally got it. It's right here. Yes, I
Yippee.
know. Oh, look at that! The transfer had finally cleared the account. All right, cool. Everything's good.
You just those pneumatic tubes, in the bag, they get stuck sometimes. You gotta.
What, you don't have Zelle?
We are not
After
talking
they-
about this.
We haven't made that over here yet. That was going to be after the Ethernet.
All right, where are you all off to next? If you have a little bit of downtime, Rain, I will keep in mind your building.
Rain just needs to get the pile of stone that she commissioned from Grabella's kobolds. So,
Ah,
or that was
yes.
delivered.
Pile of stone has been delivered to directly to House Lunesti.
We don't have to go to House Lunesti necessarily. Just
Yeah.
Rain
You're-
acquires the stone that she needs and makes sure it's loaded up on the Audacity and does the thing.
Okay. Anything else? You will have a day of downtime. And plus, however long it will take to travel to Fyronia. Last call before you all head off and leave Maginox. Anything else you wish to do within the city? Oh, by the way, excuse me, Grabella, you check up on Charlindra. Charlindra is very busy at House Hamaki, making sure that the Vikarans and the Hamaki do not murder each other. And she's been very, very busy doing essentially social work for the city. So she's very thankful for you visiting She assures you that she is just fine, though she hasn't visited your cave in a while and doesn't know how the kobolds are doing, so she's a little bit concerned.
Well, we just checked on them, so they're thriving, and there's new ones.
We have new children.
Yay?
Yeah.
The family grows.
Yeah, they're just coming from everywhere. It's kind of scary, kind of cool. I don't know.
But they just show up like that? That's so weird. I thought you gain kobolds by... Oh, she looks at Wang Doodle. Other means.
Yeah, I just gotta become cooler and richer, and they're making money. Oh, and I can actually turn into a full dragon now.
She says it quietly, not to scare any other.
Oh, that's probably why they're showing up. Okay.
Yeah. Huge. I'll have to show you sometime when I'm not gonna scare an entire room full of people.
You should see the statue they made of it.
Oh, I think she was there for the statue.
Yeah. You know, Vakarans and red dragons don't really have a great history, but I'm sure it's very resplendent.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll show you sometime when I don't want to scare people.
Yeah. She looks a little concerned. People being herself, which will probably be terrified.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Great. Wang Doodle, anything else that you are doing during your day in Maginox to prepare?
I'd love to check in on the school for dirt wizards and people with ambition.
Dark wizards and people with ambition.
Yeah, you know. One, we have to get them started on the environmental study that's inevitably going to happen. Right, we got to get the paperwork done on that. But also, haven't seen any progress since we disappeared.
That is...
Is it in construction, at least?
Currently under construction. Any of the remnants of House Hamaki that have been put into jail are now being put to work. They are constructing the tower a little bit outside of the city, just in case any sort of magical mishaps happen. But with the help of some of the local populace, they're trying to rehabilitate some of the former Hamaki that might hold any grudges. For now, Laryl seems okay with it. But this combined with what Charlindra is doing, is helping smooth over a lot of things with the populace. Plus, there's a lot of Vakarans who are interested in learning some sort of magical skill aside from just fire. So they're looking forward to this being constructed.
Truly, progress is beautiful. Ink Doodle will also, one, to absolutely annoy the crap out of them, and then two, also to establish a paper trail, send a letter to Lou formally requesting a field sample of slow for an upcoming project with a rough outline of the distillation idea.
Ooh, okay. That's spicy. You send a mail that would make any artificer extremely concerned if it wasn't for Lou. But yeah, Lou will probably be okay with you smuggling extremely dangerous items into the city. It's not his city. But the geothermic rift, sure, it's got plenty of it.
Yeah, so now he's just going to have to read it, accept that he read it, and hope that no one in the entire portion of delivering this letter to him reads it ahead of time and realizes the, potential state-ending complications of what I have just outlined.
Why do you have to do this? You are literally one of the people in power. You can take the necessary precautions to do the thing above board instead of doing the shitty thing and doing it below board.
No,
You are literally
because
empowered to do this.
I am
Smuggling.
not done. My thesis is about the slow. It's not done yet. I want the degree, damn it.
But you have a nobility title in Maginox. You can literally hire people to properly transport the thing that you want.
No,
You
just
don't have
smuggling.
to act. You all don't have to act like criminals anymore.
Wang Doodle is officially reinvigorating the Thieves Guild by making smugglers smuggle. Congratulations.
No, the best part is,
This thing just
That
shows
part
up
is
and Rage
I'll
just be
know
like,
with-
you could have just asked for that. Why didn't you just ask for it?
because now there's no way that he can say that he doesn't know what I'm doing.
C-Swab, anything you check up on before you leave Magina?
I don't think so. I think the only thing I could do would be to harvest my silk.
Oh, yeah. You definitely have some more Pride Silk. See.
Yeah, I kind of think that's the only thing that like really I could do.
I've given you 3 more bolts of Pride Silk. You have 25 bolts of Pride Silk.
I control the market.
You are the market.
I am the market. Look at me. I am the market now.
Some of the finest silk in the land, spun by
Are
mechanical
we still in the
brass
bazaar, by the
fibers.
way? Because like I don't know if I think did we move?
You're no, you're not. You're still in the bazaar.
Okay.
I just didn't want to take the time to move everybody side to side. This is more of a, make sure you've got your things in order before you leave. I'm also just fishing out to see if you guys do anything in that is very specific. Okay,
I
so good.
remember, did we check? We checked at the bar already before.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we came through, and then everything exploded.
Yeah.
Haven't checked the docks or the church would be the only other things I can think of.
We should probably make sure that Moxie or Roxy, whatever her name is, hasn't like done anything too out of hand.
Likely.
Kozlo's judging for that number 2 in Azrael's liege.
And we were
Mhm.
also concerned about some things at the docks last time, so we could see if any of that.
Oh yeah, there was like the
Going
one
well.
guy who like thought I was pushing him out because I was making him like register or whatever.
Mhm.
Well, we put Shar in charge of
Yeah.
working through that and getting the proper staffing hired for the docks. So I think we resolved that one off camera. Or off screen, not off camera.
I just don't know how much I trust Christina to be like, yeah, everything's been going smoothly after you set it up to all run smoothly.
Well, that's the neat thing, right? Every time we come back to Maginox, some new horror is going to have been unleashed.
That's the neat part. You don't.
You don't.
She's like,
care
oh, they
about
think they're
horror.
playing Sim City,
Horror.
but really they're playing a fucking horror game.
Listen,
Really, it's Elden Ring.
this is going to sound really weird coming from me. Has anyone heard from my mother lately? Namely you, Rain.
I don't think we've talked to her in a bit.
You have not talked
she
to
was
Sick
at-
Sick in a long time.
Technically speaking, I think we gave her, her and the other kobolds reign over the auction and getting the auction set back up. I think that was the thing that we had bequeathed to her. Since they're all about acquisitions.
Yeah, that's
So if
one
you wanted
way
to see
putting
her,
it.
that's probably where she's at, if she's not in her lair.
It's not that I want to. It's just kind of that, you know, it's suspiciously quiet for someone who really likes to talk. And that just... I can't really explain it other than, you know, if you were in charge of a very, like, petulant small creature and it just suddenly got quiet all of a sudden.
Rain's
saying she's
experience
drinking
with
bleach,
your
but
mother
it's
is
probably
very different, I would say. Rain likes to not hear from your mother because if she's hearing from your mom, it usually means something horrible is happening that she needs to go and deal with.
Yeah, but then also when you don't hear from someone, you kind of get worried that they're up to something and they just don't want to tell you about it yet.
Like a parent who hasn't, it's been awfully quiet in the house lately.
Like, Rain literally married the former head of the Thieves Guild and turned him into a king. So, Rain is all about not necessarily having to hear from close family members. It's usually, like, out of sight, out of mind. But I understand your point, and we should totally go check up on Siksik if you would like to go check up on Siksik. But that's a you thing. You need to do that.
Well, remember that I didn't see her for a while. I didn't talk to her for a while. Then I see her again, and she's a whole freaking dragon.
Well, yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said you and I have very different interactions with your mother.
So I'm sure you can understand why I would start to get cautious if she's once again very, very silent.
Yeah.
Because what other thing could she become? And don't think too hard on that question. It's not
Drew can understand that. Rain doesn't understand what you're saying. Rain thinks Siksik is a lovely woman who's only been very helpful and would really like her to not have a quest to give Rain.
Hey, listen.
We all like your mom.
Wang Doodle, it's your mother. Let's go bowling.
Wag Doodle, you never call, you never write, you never talk to your mother anymore. What are they feeding you on
What
that
are
quest?
they feeding you?
They're all skin and bones.
Mostly booze.
No, you can't.
Make sure you're wearing gloves.
No. Someone who ate 3 cherry pies in a single night at the bazaar does not get to comment on my diet.
She does love her cherry pie. Oslo, you mentioned checking up on the docks, so we're gonna put you there.
I think it was Grabella that mentioned that, yeah.
The pyramid, as usual, stands in the center of Maginox docks. You can hear the sounds of laughter coming from the northern restaurant of Zestgob's Goblins.
They better not all just be up there drinking instead of doing their job again.
As you peer inside the window, just curiously, you do not see any of Grabella's crew in there. All of them are, in fact, doing their jobs. Most of them you saw on Maginox airship port. They came to your defense and are very busy not drinking.
I kind of forgot they were all fighting up there. Maybe they deserve a break.
We just went to the docks. Everybody's still cleaning up at the airship docks. And, like, there's nobody here. It's like, oh, well.
Cosmo, make me a perception check.
I'm so good at that.
-1.
You can hear a loud, goblin-y voice yelling, hawking their wares from on the other side of the pyramid.
Tours! Tours! Tours of the mystical Maginox Pyramid. Come get your tours and an official Maginox Pyramid keepsake.
Oh God, didn't we set something up with this guy like a million years ago?
You did. The last time we were here, yeah, you gave them the official tour experience. In exchange for something. I don't fucking remember what it was.
I think it was
still
in
have my-
exchange for him not getting a bunch of people killed by trying to break into the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think,
Also
I think
taxes.
you have some kind of profit sharing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Paying taxes and profit sharing since you were the lessee of the temple or the
True.
pyramid.
I still have my temple piece in my pocket at all times. Someday that'll be something we need, probably.
Tours. Come one, come all, and get an officially sponsored tour of the Maginox Pyramid. Now available for a limited time only. Always. That's
Wait,
right.
it's
Everything's a
always
limited
available
time.
for a limited time?
Yeah,
Or it's always in a limited state of availability?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Are you afraid of the
hey.
dark? Well then, come get your complimentary torch. Light it up as we take an official tour. All tours now come with an official Maginox keepsake. Take a little bit of the pyramid home with you. Oh,
All
hello!
supplies last.
A familiar feathered friend. What was his name? That's right, Sea Swab. Oh, you and... Oh, that's right. You're, the boss of this joint. Well, you and Boss Coslow, of course. Can I interest you in an officially sponsored tour? We've got this thing going buttery smooth. And also, we have been legally doing our taxes. And I have to say we have a, he thinks for a moment, only a 1% injury rate. And that was entirely only from somebody tripping on a loose stone. Not even my fault. They just scuffed the knee a little bit. I gotta report it. There he is, the man of the hour. Mr. Boss Greenfinger. Do you remember me?
There's that part of me that goes like, maybe we should take the tour to see what it actually is and what they're actually doing.
We like sealed the parts that were dangerous when we were here last time.
You did.
Think.
You did. Hello,
Yeah,
boss!
I'm just curious, like, what they would say. Like, what is in the tour now?
How's business, buddy?
Business is booming. I mean, look at this thing. It's big, it's a pyramid, it's out of place. Comes with free torch, free rock. How can you beat it? It's the best thing in Maginox. In fact, I do about, he counts on his fingers. Well, if you wanted to do the tour, you'd be the 12th one today. And plus, we are officially taxing and helping fund the construction of the, I don't know, some in-progress Magi tower thingy, mabubba. Yeah, go in this building, get another building built. It's perfect.
How much? How much are you charging for a tour?
I charge, I charge 20 gold a tour. And it comes with, like I said, free torch. You believe him.
So 20 times 12 is 240. So he's just gonna like make a mental note that like he did because he said we'd be number 12, so he did 11.
So he has 240 gold today. 220 gold. And you'd be 240 gold if you paid him.
So I'm gonna make a note to check the reported taxes on that.
Okay. But yeah.
Make a brown sugar shake.
No, we don't have food. Just torches and rocks. But yeah, things are doing great. And nothing untoward is happening at all. We got people coming from all over Arctis to see this thing. Of course, we got the same run-of-the-mill, goblins coming in, we got the reborn wanting to check it out. People, all types. And we even had some, we even had some catfolk in recently. Actually, just today I gave a tour to a couple nice little kitties from Fyronia.
So Ceasefire was like, will like perk up. What kind of cats?
The big ones. They're just nice little catfolk. Paid up front, got their torches, loved their complimentary rock. Really was given the once over the place.
that would what would I roll to check if that's like if that's what the Rakasha that is?
Make an Arcana check to see if you know what a Rakshasa is. All that you've heard about the Rakshasas, they tend to look like tigers, like big tigers, but otherwise they do look like catfolk. Oh yeah, turns out there was. You guys probably know about this, but the Maginox airship dock, it had all this smoke and stuff going on. It was kind of spooky. You know what's up with that?
See someone look at the other guys like, do we think
I think it's worth definitely investigating a little bit more. You said they came by today. How long
Yeah.
ago?
No, they came by, just a little bit before we saw the hubbub go on, over at the airship dock.
Interesting. I was somewhat concerned that there's not really any way for demons to get through on their own, unless they had found some tear in the veil. It's possible that they're the ones who summoned our visitors as a distraction, or perhaps just as a favor.
I promise you there was no, demon summoning, that happened inside the pyramid, I swear.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Trick Sticks, is that your name?
Yeah, Trick Sticks.
I can read your name tag there. It's very, very good.
Yep.
Perhaps, do you know where they went after departing the tour, and perhaps what they were most interested in while they were touring?
Yeah, actually, they were asking me a lot about the history. Some, of course, I had to embellish a little bit, but, you know, I gotta keep things interesting for the tourists, right? But they weren't asking a lot about mummies. I had to say, I think that's a great idea. Have we considered just, you know, making like a prop mummy and like wrapping them up and putting them in the tomb, and then I could be like, oh, the mummy stirs, or something equally spooky?
Sounds lovely. Moving on to the next question that I had. Where do you know where they went? They couldn't have been gone for too long. If it wasn't that long ago, maybe a few hours.
Last I saw, they were taking off, well, at least in the vague direction of the old church.
All right, let's head that way then, shall we?
Are you sure you don't want a tour? Quality control and all.
I don't think we have time now.
How long is the tour?
It's about an hour.
Oh, I don't know how worth it is. Really, if it was like a 3-hour tour, I'd say maybe.
This is the only time outside of, well, anyway, you're gonna see the inside of a genuine tomb.
We literally have been inside the tomb. Is nobody else concerned that there could be people who are summoning demons going towards your church?
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that.
Okay,
We should go probably right now.
great. Let's head that way then.
Oh, okay. Well, see you later.
You're doing great, Trixnix. Maybe next time. Thanks so
Oh,
much.
oh, whew, I thought I was in trouble. Weird how I would feel that way, especially after last time.
Guilty conscience.
Inside the church, there seems to be no sign of the curious catfolk that Trixnix had mentioned. There's no sign also of your typical minions who have been defending the Maginox airship dock. Jib and Oozer, the last people that you saw here, are most likely nursing their wounds or recovering from what has recently happened. In attendance, though, is the typical sermon of the Duskchild priestess, Roxy, who is very busy preaching to the readily listening choir. What do you do? Now, there's one other familiar face that you see here. It's Frank.
Wait. Okay.
We've seen Frank in here before.
Yeah. But the rest seem to be made up of tourists, Baki, and other residents of Maginot.
Although Frank is supposed to specifically have people watching him.
Yeah, wasn't he like gonna wander off into the ocean or something, and we needed that to not happen?
Yeah, but also,
Yeah.
and I can forgive Callie this a little bit, having things going on, but Callie is supposed to make sure there are people with Frank at all times.
Perhaps
I mean,
the
technically, there are people with Frank right now, just maybe not anyone who's gonna stop him from wandering off.
So we went straight to the church. I actually kind of wanted to check around the church to see if there were any suspicious cat paw prints and things like that. Like look for signs, not necessarily inside the church, but around the church.
Oh, sure.
Can we search for that? Is
Make
that
me
thing
a
we can do?
perception check.
Or an investigation?
Oh, I'll allow that. Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's a lot better than perception. Oh, there you
Wow.
go. A lot better.
You can see outside. There's been a lot of traffic to the church. People coming and going, watching the sermons, and just getting a general feel for the place. The once abandoned church is now a bustling area of activity. One thing stands out, though, that there's a heavy set of footfall that are mixed in with all of the rest. They're a little bit deeper than the others, telling you that whoever made these is significantly heavier than the rest of the commoners and the goblins they visit here. But with them, there's an also lighter set of tracks. And as you kneel down to examine them, it's made by a bare foot, and the imprint that is left in the snow seems to be wrapped in cloth. It is almost a perfect outline of a very bony, desiccated foot. It is not a pure skeletal footprint like Frank's.
Where do these tracks lead? Do they all lead directly into the church?
They lead out from the church.
Okay. So they came here.
They did come here.
Coslow, do you think you could ask Roxy if she's seen any cat folk recently? I'd like to try and stay on their trail as fast as possible if we can. So we shouldn't stay too long.
Yeah, I'll go ask her. Roxy!
Roxy interrupts her sermon and claps instantly.
That'll be all for today. Thank you for visiting. I hope this sermon has hit home for you. Please, again.
People start to file out as Roxy sees the very insistent look on your face.
Hello, Coslow.
How you doing?
Ah, wonderfully. Church is flush with people interested in hearing about Azrael's teachings.
Glad to hear it. Hey, you had any big cat people come through here lately?
Strange. Come to mention it, yes, I have. I thought they were visitors from Fyronia. They came briefly, but they left with, the one called Andenis.
Uh-oh.
SpaghettiOs.
They left together as a group, as if they have known each other for quite some time.
You got any idea where they were headed?
No, they didn't say anything, but I do believe that Frank and Dennis had exchanged some words before they left.
Alright, I don't like that.
Well, we have a trail to follow if we want to keep going.
Frank!
Frank looks up.
Oslo! Hey, look, I'm still here.
Yeah, good job not going down in the water or whatever it was we were worried about. I don't remember.
Yeah.
You know the skeleton's eternal journey of curiosity and wonder of walking across the bottom of the ocean.
Oh yeah, that. Good job not doing it yet.
Still waiting on the A-OK, but, what can I do you for, friend?
Hey, we're looking for a guy that was here with a couple of cat people. You know anything about that?
Oh, you mean Dennis? Oh, we came here to watch a sermon together, and a couple of, very large-looking tiger and cat folk came in. I didn't really butt in on their conversation, but they had come in, looked around, came right up behind us, just right over here, and they, tapped Dennis on the shoulder, and then whispered a few words, and then they all got up and left.
You ever hear anything about where they were headed?
Frank scratches his head.
Oh, now that you mention it, what I had overheard was something about, Fyronia. Something about, Pyramid and Dennis. I didn't really catch the entire conversation.
Yeah, they were at the pyramid earlier. We tried to track them down.
Oh, is Dennis in trouble?
Probably.
Let's go with yeah.
Oh, I'm not really good on picking up on social cues, but they did seem pretty insistent that Dennis come with them.
You don't know where they were headed?
He thinks and scratches his head again.
I don't think they're walking to Fyronia. Why?
Without tracks, we could follow and see if we can catch up with wherever they're headed, if they have some mode of transportation, but I doubt we'll catch them if they're going to teleport somewhere. But maybe they're staying somewhere near the city.
Cosmo, make me a perception check.
See if I can do a second one.
That's pretty good.
The church has been busy. There are a lot of various footprints on the floor. And as you're looking and talking to Frank, underneath the pew that he is sitting next to, a small strip of bandage, about 3 inches long, and about an inch wide. It's old, stained, most likely came from Dennis.
So we know he was here, but we already knew that.
If we find more cloth. Right, fine.
Yeah, maybe we can look around for more, follow the tracks.
Maybe he left like breadcrumbs with his bandages.
Oh, maybe. All right, do we
I think
go
we just follow
outside
the
and
trail.
start looking? Yeah.
Yeah, see if it goes anywhere conspicuous.
All right.
Then it's gonna be okay.
Maybe.
Oh no.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine, Frank. Don't worry about it.
We'll find him.
Oh, he's a good mummy friend. I hope you find him.
Worst case scenario, he'll probably be wherever we were headed anyway.
Oh, fuck.
And Frank, you need to get back to House Lunesti and make sure that you don't wander off without anybody from the Moon God with you. It's very important to stay safe.
Yeah, I don't want to be kidnapped by cat folk. Not
See,
before I
this is
take my
exactly-
really important journey across the bottom of the ocean.
This is exactly what could happen to you. Poor, unprotected, all alone skeleton person, you know, anybody could abduct you off the street. You have to be careful. Don't talk to strangers.
Danger! Oh, I am nude.
Yeah, I guess you are.
Just fully boned out.
Well, except your lovely arrow accessories.
Oh yeah. I'm not fully nude then. Where am I?
Sure, if you asked somebody for clothes, they would help you with that.
Oh, just a straight draft.
I feel like we're not treating this whole situation with the gravity it deserves,
No.
but it's so hard when Frank's involved.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Right.
It's just Frank.
Frank, go
don't blame me.
straight back to House Lunesti and don't talk to anybody, and you wait for Callie to get back.
Right.
Frank does as he is told. One moment. I had a scene that is not loading correctly. Just a second.
Gas.
See, I knew checking the church was important. Thought the docks would be fine, but there's always something terrible happening at the church.
What do you mean? Is it the ominous music?
I'm gonna blame Roxy
Mm.
for just existing.
No, not Roxy.
She attracts the weird.
To be fair, I
definitely does.
originally wanted to like do an investigation of like who could have possibly summoned these demons originally, but then I was like, fuck it. Like, I don't want to derail anything, and like we'll skip ahead to Fyronia. It'll be great, it'll be fine. But nope. Surprise, motherfuckers.
I'm sure your husband can handle that, right? Probably.
Well, that was what I was thinking. I was like, it's fine. We have so many skilled and talented NPCs to do these things. Like,
Catherine
we
would
have shit to
clearly
do.
help.
And then, like, we have to fumble across the fucking mystery. That's how it is. This is
It
what
was
it's like
gonna
being
happen.
fucking heroes.
Hmm.
I really need to hire more of those.
More heroes?
Yeah.
Rain did specifically hire half the fucking mercenary, like adventuring guild from Borealis to come up here.
That is true.
What the fuck are they all doing? What
They're not
quests are
leveling
being
up,
given out?
apparently.
Apparently. Shelled out good money for those bastards. What have they done?
Give me just a second. My map is in danger.
The
Sure.
Adventurers Guild specific project was furloughed.
Ah, yes, these woods.
You step outside the church to freshly falling snow. The amount of footprints in the snow are quickly being buried by fresh snowstorm. There's a thick amount of spider webs, but it seems to add to the generally spooky ambiance area. The thick, trunked trees block your line of sight to many places, but you can still see the familiar pathway heading south and going back to mountains. The main road is to your west, and deeper woods lie to your everybody make me a perception check, please. Kozlo, as you were the first one to pick up on the bandages, you know exactly what you're looking for. And just the off-colored bandages and the freshly fallen white snow, you can see another one. Right here. If you go left from the entrance of the church, it would be the screen right. Right up here. This one much smaller. Tiny fragment, quickly being buried by the freshly fallen snow.
Are there any footprints near it?
The footprints, the skinny, shoeless pair, and the two heavy tracks continue going to the northeast.
Yeah, I see some more bandages. Could be
Let's go.
trying to lead us somewhere.
He doesn't usually shed his bandages, right? This might be a intentional thing.
Yeah.
Should hurry then. That says that he feels like he's under duress, and I don't want to know what makes a mummy lord feel under duress.
Continue along, but scanning
Well,
the
does a
ground
bear
for
shit in
more.
the woods?
Rain, as you round the corner, the backside of the church, you see, burnt into the snow, a freshly made magical circle. The snow is quickly covering it, but it still makes an indent in the snow, so clear you can make out the shape. Make me an Arcana check, please. This was made, perhaps 30 minutes to an hour ago. Extremely recently. And it's been burned so far into the ground that the heat emanating off of it has caused the rest of the snow to fall around it in its perfect pattern. You can Sorry?
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
You
Go
can
ahead, go.
identify the nature of the spell. It is a teleportation circle.
Since it's burned into the ground, can Rain trace it and log it to try and teleport to its location, since the mandalas actually still remains here?
Sure.
The heat.
That Arcana check is absolutely high enough. Rain, you begin tracing the mandala with your finger. It is carefully made by a very, very skilled caster. judging by just the sheer intensity of it, must be just brimming with arcane energy. You feel confident that you could teleport to wherever the other end of this is, though you'd still be a little bit behind.
Well, I don't know if it makes a ton of sense to stay in hot pursuit. How banged up is everyone from... We've done a lot today on very little. I think we still might take our time here and follow. But if you all want to go now, we could go now.
I'm
We're
down.
about an hour behind.
I'm fine with us going on ahead.
Yep. I'm good.
All right. Then I guess in that case, Rain will burn her last 5th level too. Yeah, Rain's pretty out of spells, but that's fine.
I mean, would it be better if we waited? If you had the location?
I don't know if it'll be better if we waited or not. Like, Rain's pretty tapped on spells. She burns a ton of spells for the Abishai thing and everything else, but if you guys are in good shape, that's fine. Like, Rain doesn't need to be in tip-top shape. If
I'm in
you guys can
really
hit
good shape.
things.
I was able to get a lot of rest in, so.
Yeah.
Okay, then Rain is going to cast Teleportation Circle. Everybody come close. We have no idea what we're going to be getting into. So be ready to fight immediately once we cross over. And Rain will make note of like any of the details in the mandala, like warding or anything like that as well, and make sure she recreates it exactly to avoid any traps that we might, like magical traps that we might find on the other side. That would be keyed to like the mandala itself. Those types of things.
Just with the sheer potency that the spell was cast at, makes you a little cautious, but also careless. This was made by some sort of overconfident entity. They weren't worried that they were going to be followed, and they didn't even bother masking the magical nature of the trail.
Well, they did summon a bunch of fucking demons to cover their tracks already, so they probably didn't even think anybody would bother to check.
And you almost didn't.
Christina and letting the group have downtime, difficulty 1,000.
Absolutely not.
She's like, here's this tea party nobody asked for. You guys can have a tea party, but otherwise, dungeon into war battle into fuck it, I don't know.
That's downtime. What do
The
you?
tea party wasn't even downtime. We had to spend fucking spells for that.
we had to manage the party.
What do you?
Ray had to spend their 6th or 7th level spell slot just to get to the tea party and back from it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is your instant teleportation inconveniencing you?
When it costs me my biggest spell slots, and then we're in a fucking war with demons, yes. Yes, it is. This is minor inconvenience. Thank you.
Thinking. One moment, please.
2 sessions from now, the wish becomes a monkey's paw result wish, and we're just cursed forever.
No, that's not how wish works. I didn't do anything that would monkey paw. Don't even give Christina ideas. It's explicitly written in the rules. It only happens when you go off book.
Rules is written. Rules is written.
Don't even.
those words as written, doing some heavy lifting right now.
Catfolk camp. It's like fucking playing Diablo, right? Like you get back from like killing the big bad and you're like, oh, that's so awesome. I feel so good. I got some loot. I want to go talk to my vendors. And it's like, surprise, actually, the next act is under the way. And also everybody's dead in town. Good luck. Enjoy. Gotta get after Mephisto.
Rain, you cast Teleportation Circle, and suddenly you go from a freezing cold environment to a blisteringly warm one. It is just barely nighttime where you have found yourself. Although Kozlo can see perfectly, Devil's Sight, and Seaswap can see at length. The temperature is quickly dropping. Nighttime in the Fyronian desert can be chilling, to say the least. With the sudden shift in temperatures, the first thing that you notice for Grabella, you see cliffs rising to the north and to the southwest. Massive red rocks, rimmed by small pointy plants that you recognize as cacti. Native to this environment, they are used to surviving on little to no water. Rain, you see this as well. Although the red of the rocks is not obvious to you, as both of you are merely working off of your dark vision, as the sun quickly sets over the horizon. Oslo, you see everything, and you see at length. Not only do you see the red rocks rising around you, but you see up ahead of you a much more concerning image.
There's a bunch of dead people up there.
Of course there are. Why wouldn't there be?
Splatters of blood can be seen, Kozlo, scattered across the sands, and two bodies of feline origin lie in pools of their own blood that's quickly sinking into the sands.
This looks pretty recent.
Around you, you can see particles of sand picking up in the wind. But as, Kozlo, you lift your hand to see these particles drift onto your palm, the individual pieces of sand are very beautiful blue color, in contrasts with the normally orange and tan sand that crunches beneath your feet. For those of you that can...
it's spice.
Do not sniff it. You're wondering, why does this blue sand not collect around you? And it merely hovers in the air like angry insects. As you get closer, you can see a massive chasm, a canyon that splits this camp in half. A rickety bridge covered in blood spans the canyon, swaying back and forth on the wind. As the catfolk lie lifelessly, their eyes staring up into the night sky. An eerie silence falls over the crowd.
Is there a reason I only have my vision, dark vision here?
You have Devil's Sight?
No. So this is a magical darkness. Okay.
No, dark vision is black and white.
Yeah, I only have that. Like if I click off, I actually see the map as color.
Oh. Hold on a second. is dark. DM apparently dumb and did not click the go dark button. Bella, you stand above this catfolk camp. They're wrapped in light clothing, enough to brave the heat of the day, but warm enough to at least keep them from freezing at night. The comfortable-looking rugs are worn, stained with copious amounts of blood. What do you do?
I'd like to try and guess what kind of weapon or how they died, I guess.
Sure, make me an investigation check.
Functional.
You're a warrior. You kneel down to inspect their wounds. Claws. At least 4 of them cleanly across the neck. Down the chest. Shredding their clothes. Make me a medicine check. There's a lot of blood here, and understandable from the wounds that they sustained. Both of the catfolk here have the same wounds. Claws across the neck and chest. They must have perished quickly and mercifully.
There's claw marks. These things got killed real fast.
So they're definitely not in league with the catfolk, I suppose, is what we take from this. And that blood trail goes across the bridge. Do we hear anything?
Make me a perception check. You don't hear anything. Wangdoodle, Coslow, and Seaswab, you can all make me perception checks as well.
Nice.
Seaswab, with your
Bird ears?
with your bird ears, no, with your bird eyes.
What do your bird ears hear?
You spot a piece of paper that looks like it has been torn from a journal. One edge is ragged, and the other clean. It lies on top of the pool of blood.
I heard that page rustling with my bird ears, huh? I didn't see it, I heard it. I'm going to pick up the paper and read it, or try to read it.
Sure. Go ahead and double click it for me. Might have to get a little closer.
Step in the Uki.
Oh. Fyronian archaeology notes. 1. Alrighty. Our team of brave archaeologists have begun our journey to unearth the long-forgotten secrets of the tombs of the Poison Regents. The War of the Poison Regents is something many native Fyronians do not wish to speak of at length, and considering its terrible impact on the region, I can understand their hesitation. Many of the stories and lore are now scattered to the winds, only told in hushed circles around the campfire within the numerous wandering Leonin tribes. The Leonin themselves tend to be xenophobic and unfriendly at best, even to their fellow catfolk like ourselves. From what little we have gathered, the wandering tribes keep long-held hostilities for years, and tend only to resolve their grudges with honor duels and bloodshed. Alright, mental note, we can pit them against each other. Thankfully, they tend to avoid our excavation sites, giving them a wide berth and an uneasy side-eye. And then another entry dated months later. After what seemed like ages, we uncovered an ancient mural buried deep in the sands. Eroded and half-shattered, we used an abundance of caution in its excavation. The 5 Poison Regents were depicted standing on a tall, green-scaled figure. A dragonborn, perhaps? No name, no title, only his likeness repeated again and again in the stone. Always green. And then Seaswap's going to put it down. I mean, there's more to read, but Seaswap's going to put it down. He's going to look at Grabella. Then look at Kozlo. Look back at Grabella. Look back at Kozlo. And go, nah.
What?
Nothing. One part of the mural depicts him whispering into their ears. The regions claim discovery of poison as their own art, yet here in these walls the truth is carved. They were taught. I wonder why his name was stricken from any known records. The Hood of the Sands, the poison regent, Sethis Coilborn, was depicted as overconfident and arrogant, said to boast endlessly of the power of serpents and their fast-acting deadly venom in lost scrolls and literature. The carvings show the prophet placing a Fyronian sand viper into his hands. Sethis kneels before the mysterious prophet as if before a master. Our ancestors believed the regions were sovereigns of venom, but they were nothing more than students. After sketching the mural, gathering pottery shards, and recording every bit of information we could, I could feel a rush of newfound curiosity within our camp. The Green Prophet was something unheard of before now, and our team was reinvigorated by the discovery. We came to a decisive agreement: seek out the tombs of the poison regents and record anything we could find about the mysterious prophet.
Well, there's our green Abishai.
Rude.
Okay. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
So, here's a thought. Do we think they are going to unleash the Abishai? Do we think the Abishai was sealed in these pyramids? Or do we think that they're in league with the Abishai to unlock the pyramids? Because one dictates that we make sure we're at full strength, and the other dictates that we hurry as fast as we fucking can.
The way I interpreted it, it seems like the regions were more like a cult or something.
Well, they were the mummy
The
lords.
Abishai's though.
Yeah.
I think that would play into he's just trying to make another cult. The more followers he has, the more power he gets, right?
Right, but do we think that he's sealed in whatever this pyramid is? Or do we think he's trying to go back to reclaim some of the power for some reason? Or maybe on behalf of... Well, no, he can't be in league with the Rakshasa, right? Because the Collector would be after him. The Collector wants to collect all the Abishai, so he must not be directly in league with whoever these Rakshasa are who are trying to find him in the army. Because we can hypothesize that the Rakshasa are involved, at least in some capacity, with the Curator. Since presumably they're the ones who brought the demons through as a distraction in Maginox. And if the Curator had the Abishai already on hand, he certainly would have let him go. He wants his essence for power. So they have to be unaffiliated, I think.
I mean, unless he's using the Rakshasa to get the Abishai to be more available, and then it's like more of an enemy of my enemy kind of situation.
I don't know, I can't piece together a circumstance that makes sense where the Abishai is working with the Rakshasa. That's not very convoluted.
No. Like the Curator is working with the Rakshasa to get the Abishai to show itself.
Oh, right, yeah, that's what I'm suggesting.
Yeah,
So the reason I was asking is, if we think that they're trying to free or to release or to access the Abishai, it means we should hurry to stop them. But if we think that they're in league with the Abishai for some reason, we probably want to hang back and make sure we're at full strength, because fighting the Rakshasa and an Abishai does not sound like a great time to me. that was why I was suggesting the two different trains of thought.
Oh, sure.
So, full steam ahead then, I guess? Assuming that
Once-
we can prevent them from releasing the Abishai, keep them separated.
Once more into the breach, I guess.
Or in this case, onto the rickety, blood-stained bridge, I guess.
Into the thick of it.
Under pressure.
Rain, make me an Arcana check.
Oh fuck! God damn it, Rain.
Look, if somebody's
Uh,
making one, we want it to be. we want it to be-
That's many.
That is a lot. While there's nothing wrong with the bridge aside from the fact that it's very old, you can tell the catfolk that were camped here have been taking as good care as possible. It's not the bridge that you're worried about, but as you walk across the rickety planks, there's a chasm under, and it goes down impossibly far. You get just such a horrible feeling from it. Darkness. Something watching. It very much reminds you of the chasm that you crossed when you were going across the furnaces. Eyes in the darkness.
I think this might be a rift to the abyss again. All right, well,
With a 34, at one point in time, at the very least, something very evil has crawled out of here.
great. Love that. Super creepy chasm. Definitely don't fall in. Big heebies, much jeebies.
It looks like there's a bunch of spare lumber around. Could I use the fabricate spell to reinforce the bridge?
Absolutely. Your friends are tromping across it. It swings back
Seems
and forth.
fine.
I mean, I can fly over too and carry people.
That's why Rain just went on the bridge, because Rain can also just fly if anything bad happened.
Yeah.
But I cannot carry people across.
It's fine. I've got the ornithopter. I'll hoof it.
Seaswap is just light. He is just light with light of foot.
Grabella will lean down in case Kaza wants to backpack, which I think is what's.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, Grabella, you go across with Coslow and drag him across.
Seaswap would like to investigate over here for more pages.
Yeah, Seaswap, make me an investigation check. A little hard to see with the very annoying sand threatening to get into your eyes, but you see another torn out journal page.
I have found page 2. I'll skim it and give you guys the footnotes.
No, read it out loud.
Okay.
He's like, I didn't write this for you to skim it.
Fyronian Archaeology Notes 2. Electric Boogaloo. A year has passed since our initial discovery of the ominous mural. Most of our efforts have been in information gathering, tracking down the scattered Leonian tribes to plead with them to recount ancient tales, and scouring through tomes and dusty Fyronian libraries. Anything we could do to find a lead on the hidden tombs of reagents, we attempted. Our pocketbooks are much lighter these days, but knowledge and truth are priceless. Finally, we had a solid lead on the tomb of Sethus Coilborn, given to us by a wandering Leonin who had heard rumors about our dig sites. While he gave no name, he said he was in exile and had a passion for documenting Fyronian history the tribes forbade him to delve too deeply into. We spent many nights with him around our campfire as he told us tales of both the Leonin tribes and cobbled together pieces of the poison reagent's final days. After cross-referencing his information with our own, we set out to find the dig site. Months later, so now we're like at a year and 3 months since the first page, we have spent a significant amount of time over what we believe are the sand above the tombs of Sethus Coilborn. We found fragments of brass, dented, scratched, and buried. A stamp appears repeatedly, marked into the fragments pulled from the ruins. After carefully piecing what we could together, the sigil formed iron veins coiling through carved stone. And then another entry, written in a shaky hand. Man, this guy's handwriting sucks. We have spent nearly 5 months scouring the ruins of Sethus Coilborn under the baking Fyronian sun and huddling together to survive the painfully dry, freezing nights. A novice archaeologist discovered a trickling sinkhole, and for the first time in ages we celebrated, thinking our delving would finally bear the fruit of knowledge. The fruit was bitter indeed. Days were spent shoveling and pulling back the ever-accumulating sand. We discovered a tomb chamber, half collapsed, and inside, Ascendant forgive us. A standing army of brass golems lined every wall of the foul-smelling chamber, lined up silently in neat rows. Each golem held a weapon in an eternal pose of readiness. It took another 2 days to convince the others to examine the golems, fearing curses and other forms of divine retribution for disturbing the tomb. After courage was mustered, we sent in our most seasoned to examine the golems. Each chestplate was stamped with the same sigil of stone, wrapped in vein-like lines. Dust and sand sat upon their mantles in layers, untouched by movement or time. Only I held enough foolish curiosity to touch the golems, and my colleagues scampered out of the chamber when they heard me straining with effort to remove the helmet from one of the golems to peer what may linger inside. Expecting sigils or runes to be carved inside the shells, I was not prepared for what I gazed upon. Within the brass shells were mummified bodies. I opened more of the golems. Bits of fur and scale poked out in between the wrappings of the preserved corpses. Fyronians. Skin like leather, organs dissected, mouths frozen in silent screams. Their corpses were used as cores of these constructs, entombed inside their brass shells. They were turned into eternal engines of war. The regents weaponized their victims twice, first in life, then with brass. Just behind the golems was the regent's resting place, a dark tomb where no one dared to tread. Fearing disturbing the dead would rouse the curse of the golems, armed with little more than ravenous curiosity and a torch, I braved the chamber. Serpents lined the murals of the walls, depicting Sethus' favor for Fyronia's deadliest vipers. However, there was no mention or depiction of the Green Prophet, except for a single urn in an alcove at the head of his sarcophagus. The lid was sealed with a carved, scaled, and clawed hand that curled around the lip of the pottery. I took this for examination. Inside the urn were the typical preserved organs of buried royalty. Desiccated, and shriveled husks alongside aromatic herbs and the bones of vipers. However, when I touched and lifted Sethus' shriveled heart, my vision swam. As plain as day, I saw a fresh, moist, and living heart in my hand, its severed ventricles pumping green ichor that washed over my arm and poured like a fountain onto the floor of my tent. As I blinked in horror at the pumping organ, the vision was gone as quickly as it manifested, leaving only the shriveled mass behind. After touching the heart days later, I grew deathly ill, a foolish mistake, and one I shall soon not repeat. Damn.
Neat.
Don't touch the heart.
Yeah, maybe don't eat that one, Grabella.
I'm purely on a not eating hearts diet over kid, thank you.
She's got too many already in there.
Rain, another torn piece of paper lies at your feet.
That's what that is, huh? Yep. How convenient that they strewed these around and didn't destroy them on us when they came through. Fyronia Archaeology Notes 3. After I recovered from the debilitating curse from Sethus' tomb, flashed on me. That was weird.
Yeah.
My drive to find the remaining tombs was stirred into a fervor. I long to know more about the mysterious prophet and why this shrouded green figure drove his disciples to madness in their paltry quest for regional power. Many of the murals and paintings of the time of the Poison Regions were destroyed or shattered, most assuredly by the few remaining descendants of those that participated in their wars. I could understand their grief and desire to erase the past that nearly annihilated the region. The damage of the Poison Regions could not be undone. However, they did not wish for anyone foolish enough to attempt to follow in their footsteps. After witnessing my illness and the standing army of golems, we lost a significant amount of excavators to fear and superstition. Yet there were those of us that remained, eager to uncover the mystery of the green prophet that lie in wait under the sands of Fyronia. We continued to search, piecing together broken murals, shattered pottery, and dug for tombs until our palms bled. We unearthed the tombs of Sarza, also known as the Web Mistress, who milked the venom out of the deadliest of spiders. We found Calith's tomb, the regent of blooming death, known for her mastery over toxic Fyronian plants. We also uncovered Vesrix's tomb, the Sun Basilisk, whose foul poison could change flesh to stone. All the tombs were curiously similar, lined with motifs and murals of their preferred method of poison, each containing a standing army of still brass golems. I took the clawed urns from each tomb, opting to not recount the experience of touching Sethus's foul heart. From what we could piece together, Regent turned on Regent, their brass armies clashing beneath a sky filled with choking sand. Poisons were poured into wells, decimating cities by killing the innocent. Crops withered, people fled or died. In the end, the 5 regents destroyed each other, and yet this mysterious prophet remained, watching, always watching. I must find out more. A very recent entry is listed here. Try as we might, we could not find the tomb of Endenis the Scorpion Lord. All information led us to a massive sinkhole that would swallow us whole if we dared to draw near. If there is a tomb there, no team would be able to uncover it. Good job, guys. Good job. You and the beans. That's on you
Yeah,
guys.
we did
Well
it.
done.
Nice.
That's a small victory.
I like to imagine that like they were camped out like around a ridge from finding Andanis' thing, and then the day we do the beans, are like, damn, what was that loud ass noise? And then like the next morning when they turn the corner, like, sinkhole here. This is weird.
So far all of these entries, they didn't find, like, it doesn't seem like they were after the brass armies. It seems like they were just archaeologists. So, but they're also all different sites so far that we've read about than probably this one.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they were just
unless
looking...
we need to say Dennis. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, I see it. I see the Easter egg. Go for it, C-Swab.
Notes 4! Hold on, I need to take a sip real quick here. I dare not speak of it to my companions, but my dreams have grown more clear, more insistent with the I can't speak right now. More insistent with the acclamation of the urns of the regents. At first, I only dreamt of a hazy temple, and I passed off as a fantasy and a manifestation of my own personal desire to discover the unknown. But as we unearth tomb after tomb, the dreams have become sharper. They show me in the position of the sun, the color of the rolling dunes of sand, a hooded figure wrapped in flowing green robes beckoning me forward, a clawed altar. I refuse to believe these are merely just poison-born hallucinations. The blue sand of my dreams has led us here, to the edge of the diamond dunes. The dunes are unnatural, a place where few can safely tread near, and one that no one has returned from. The blue sandstorms flay flesh from bone, leaving nothing but scattered gear behind. The wind moves like it thinks, as though testing us. The locals say only desert-born peoples can even approach without being ripped apart, but even then, no one has ever returned from the sandstorm's epicenter. We tried magical resistance, shelters, even wind-breaking anchors. Nothing holds. The sand eventually pierces through steel like knives. We've had to pull camp away from the tearing sand and take refuge in a nearby canyon. My companions tell me they have seen me spend hours gazing into the deep fissures that divide our camps into 2 parts. They have also said that they've had to pull me away from the edge of the fissure, fearing I would fall in. What nonsense. I won't be swayed from our course. Not when we are this close to learning about the origins and natures of the prophet. I believe the storms are more than weather. They are wards, protective, or perhaps imprisoning. Something is buried beneath the dunes, and the storms are its chains. If there is a way to calm the storms, it must be something ritualistic, something the regents themselves once did. We're standing at the edge of a prison.
Well, so that maybe explains why they needed Andennis.
I'd only dead.
And also perhaps suggests that we do need to be quick if we're going to get in after they drop the wards. Hopefully the wards stay down for a little while, and we can go in after them.
Well, whatever you decide to do for finding the torn archaeology notes and the remnants of the catfolk, we'll have to wait until next session, as their bodies lie lifelessly strewn around, torn apart by whatever has come through here. You are hot on the trail of Andennis, Scorpion Lord, the last remaining and living poison regent. His past, shrouded in darkness, was one of war, one of conquest. In the end, it seems that they all. For now, that will be the end of the session. Ended on a rather dark note, as you stand in the camp of the catfolk archaeologists that are now no more. That's it for today's session, everybody.
They've simply added work to the next generation of archaeologists.
The bones!
Why am I getting big Marius vibes from this guy? And we headed into the east. Always into the east.
Into the east. All right. Well, that's it for today's session, everybody. As hopefully you can follow the Rakshasa who kidnapped Andennis and maybe stop them before they unearth this dark tomb. That's it for today, everybody. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yes.
Night, y'all.
Have a
Right,
good night,
everybody.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
All right, chat. That's it for today. As the tale has taken a dark turn, and once again our heroes find themselves on the tail end of it. Terrible. Will they be able to find Andennis in time? Do they want to? Find out next week. We play every Monday at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Go until 9 o'clock. If you want to check out our VODs, that's exclamation point YouTube or exclamation point YT. And you can check out Arctis D&D on YouTube. Check out our VODs in full. If you just want short, bite-sized bits of our session, check us out over on Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Over at Play Arctis. You can catch shorts and funny moments from our session. If you want to just catch up or watch little pieces here and there. Feel of our game. I'm your DM Zarina. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time. Shout out Zendamon, thank you for the sub. Thank you, etc. Always good to have you here. Nukiyoshi, thank you so much for the sub. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting Arctis. Catch you next time, everybody.